Social Security has confirmed the official changes that are going into effect as of today with this press release right here, which I will be popping up on the screen in just a minute so you can see exactly what they're saying and how this has been a very confusing few weeks here. The last 3 or 4 weeks have been very confusing as they are changing the script many, many times. One day it's on, one day it's off, one day it's confirmed, one day it's not, one day they're changing it, the next day they're flipping it all around. It's been very massively confusing. So I'm going to pop up this press release here in just a second. You'll see all the details about this and how this is going to impact millions of people going forward. Again, with all of these massive changes and what they are now implementing, because Social Security has changed in a massive way over just the last couple months here. They've reinstated a bunch of different rules. They're rolling out all these different measures, and this is no exception to the rule. So we want to talk about that. And again, it all starts right now, today. So with that being said, let's pop up the screenshot. This is the press release that came out of Social Security. I want you to be able to see this, and it all starts right now. Now remember, a couple weeks ago, they came out with a separate press release and said, we're going to be starting on April 14th, this new changes as far as who can apply for their benefits over the phone. Some beneficiaries could, and some beneficiaries could not. Well then, just a few days ago, last week in fact, they changed it yet again, where they said, oh no, everybody can now apply over the phone 100%. So that's what's going into effect now. And honestly, this is really nice because there was a massive uproar when it came down to some beneficiaries needing to visit a local field office and other beneficiaries not needing to. And now they have confirmed yet again with their press release, and as you see there, that all beneficiaries can now complete their applications 100% over the phone. However, starting now, they're also implementing these anti-fraud measures when it comes to phone calls. So apparently, they receive about 4.5 million phone calls per year that result in the submission of an application for Social Security benefits. Okay, fine. Well, they've identified that within some of these phone calls, there's actually some people that are calling in with ill intentions. Okay, well, with that volume of phone calls, that's kind of to be expected, right? But anyway, they're going to be using these anti-fraud screenings of all phone calls coming in, submitting applications. Well, if they see any nuances or any suspicious abnormalities within the phone call compared to the record, they're going to request that person to come in for in-person identity proofing. In other words, what that means is visiting a local field office to whip out your ID and say, hey, my name is XYZ, and this is actually me. So here's the point about this. If you are currently a beneficiary receiving Social Security right now, this does not apply to you. You're good. You do not need to do anything. This is just new applicants. New applicants, okay? New applicants, which is about, well, millions of people per year. It's actually about 4 million-ish people per year that are getting these benefits. So, when we take into consideration all benefits, SSI, SSDI, survivors, spousal, retirement, and Medicare across the board, we're talking about many more millions of people. We're talking several millions of people that this applies to. So it's a big deal. Now, this is actually a huge welcoming change here because just a matter of days ago, they were not allowing everybody to come in and submit an application over the phone, but rather they had this bifurcation, as you've heard me talk about before in other videos, where they had some people, SSDI, SSI, and Medicare, who could do it over the phone, and then retirement, survivors, spousal, and child's benefits, which would need to do it in person. But now they're saying, oh no, we've implemented these new measures and you can actually submit all applications 100% over the phone. But if you get flagged, then you would need to come into a local field office and prove your identity. Now here's what's interesting about it. Within this press release here, again, press release popping up, in that press release there, they've identified, just in the last month here, they've spent $16 million updating their phone systems. Okay, why were their systems that out of date in the first place, right? But apparently they've spent $16 million updating their phones and making it more efficient, or implementing whatever they're doing here. And that's kind of the new thing. So this is going to be a nice welcome change, if I can say that, for some beneficiaries going forward when it comes down to the submission of new applications, okay? Now, again, I want to emphasize, and again, right here in the press release that I shared with you earlier, which is this only applies to new applicants, okay? New applicants, if you're coming in, filing for your benefit, again, fill in the blank with whatever type of benefit, retirement, survivors, SSDI, spousal benefit, child benefit, SSI benefit, it can all still be done 100% over the phone. But if they see suspicious activity, if they see suspicious abnormalities within the claim and the phone call compared to the account, that is when they're going to that's when they're going to flag it, number one, and they're going to require that person to come into a local field office to submit and fully complete that application. Again, to be fair with you, with other press releases and other announcements that they've made on this is only going to impact about, roughly, according to what they've told us, about 1.5% of total applications coming in. About 1.5, according to what they've said, will actually be flagged. So it's a very small percentage of people that actually be impacted by this, but nonetheless, it will certainly be some people impacted by this. So all of this talk that we've heard over the last several weeks, you got to go to a local field office. Nope. Not anymore. No, you don't. Okay. And I mean, some people, okay, don't get me wrong. Yep. Some people will certainly still need to do that. But the vast majority of people really won't need to do that anymore, which will honestly be super, super nice and save a lot of people a huge headache, which is why they changed this, because they were getting so much backlash on this. A lot of people saying, this is not fair. We can't do this. And why they push back on it. So a welcoming change here. It's all in effect as of right now, today. So I just want to keep that informed as far as what's going on here. Anyway, let me ask you a huge favor. Are you turning 65 right now in 2025? Are you retiring right now in 2025? Or at all this year, I should say? Not even right now, but turning 65 in 2025 or retiring in 2025. If you are moving across state lines or county lines in 2025, if you have a Medicare supplement or otherwise known as Medigap plan, right now in 2025, please do yourself a huge favor. Call that phone number there on your screen. It'll connect you with a dedicated team of Medicare advisors. They are very knowledgeable with this, professionals. They know exactly what to do here, and they're working 100% on your behalf every single day to help a ton of you here in this community. In fact, well over 1,000 of you here in the community have already connected with them, hundreds of you saving a boatload of money. But what they're doing is looking through over 20,000 plans across the country to find the best plan at the best price with the best coverages for you and your personal needs. Again, taking into consideration the prescription needs if you have any at all, the doctors or the networks you want to be within and that you want to see, the offices or the clinics that you want to go to. They will take all that into consideration, finding the best options for you, whatever it else that you need, and they'll find you whatever it is you need in your local area, and hopefully save you a ton of money along the way, which they've already done for a bunch of you here in this community. Again, it's totally free. Write the phone number down, take a picture, take a screenshot, call them. They will jump on the phone. A simple 5, 10, maybe 15, or maybe 20-minute phone call could possibly save you a ton of money. I know for a fact it's already saved a ton of you here in this community a whole bunch of money, which is honestly really, really nice. I've seen the comments, I've seen the testimonials, I've seen the messages coming in. It's really awesome to see how much money people are saving. Anyway, if that's your situation, again, turning 65, retiring, moving across state lines or county lines, if you have a Medigap plan right now in 2025, make sure to call them. A simple phone call could save you all kinds of money, and it's 100% for free. Anyway, thanks so much for doing that. And again, you'll be very grateful for that information. And again, to have somebody else do all the grunt work for you that you don't have to do. That's awesome, if you ask me. Anyway, let me ask another huge favor. Who do you know? Think of 1, 2, or 3 people that you know, friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, co-workers. If you're in that situation that need this information, please share that phone number as well. Tell them to call, get some help with their Medicare, completely 100% for free. You'll be a huge hero to them when they call and save themselves a huge headache. They'll be very grateful to you and that information. Otherwise, please share this video as well. Big share button right down below. Otherwise, check out the other thousands of videos here on the channel in the video library. Popular videos down below in the description. Otherwise, please subscribe as well. 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Otherwise, please just have a nice day. Thanks so much for being here. Truly appreciate it. Enjoy, and I really hope I can see you again soon in the next video or in the next live stream. Until then.